Hi, everybody. Professor Kellenhofer here. I hope you're doing well this week. A lot of times in these courses, I get a lot of questions about the difference between a thought response and a research paper. And since we're working on the thought response now, let's talk about that. First of all, in the bottom left corner of your screen, you have what a thought response is, so that should help. But if that still doesn't clear it up, I'd like to make it clear as I can. A thought response has to be written in MLA format. It must be 1,000 words. It should be Times New Roman, 12-point font. And it's something that you thought about the literature, so it's an argument. Do not give me a summary. Do not tell me, this is what happened. Tell me, I saw this item in the literature and I found it interesting. A thought response is something you maybe would have said in class, such as, I think in the Iliad, the birds that fly over are symbolic of something else. Or, I think the treatment of women in this particular piece is interesting, and let's talk about that. So take a piece of the literature, maybe find some symbolism in it, maybe find a discussion of gender, any of the topics that we've talked about as far as critical school, and use your own thoughts. That's the difference, using your own thoughts in a thought response paper. You do not need to have critical sources to back up your point for a thought response paper. Now, that's not the case. That is not the case with a research paper, but it is the case with the thought response paper. So what you want to do is come up with what is your best thought, come up with a great thesis for that thought, create an introduction and a conclusion that follow that thesis, and then give me enough proofs of that thesis to make a good argument. And that's what the paper is, a good argument. And remember, just because it doesn't require sources doesn't mean it does not need a works-cited page. Let me make that clear. You need a works cited page for everything you write in MLA because you'll be using your book as the source. That will definitely be on the works cited page, and then anything else you choose to use. So again, to summarize, a thought response does not require critical work, but it does require critical sources, but it does require use of your book. It should be about 1,000 words, and as always, when you get some of it done and you'd like me to take a look at it, please email it to me early and I will get back to you as fast as I can with that. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the course, and please email me with your questions.